soon. Sometime today for sure. Alright, y'all. I gotta get some of these. Some top recruits trying to come in. Let's see. That's always a motivator. I got you, don't worry. Gotta get this quarterback to come. That's cool. See how you feel. Same for me too. It has to be the same for me too, right? Playing style, position, just my bad, chat. I'm over here. I thought I hit the button. Good. Welcome to the channel. That's what I'm gonna do. That's perfect. There we go. Motivation. They just. Okay, chat. Bro, you 10 minutes from the stadium. Should be no reason. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Gotta get some more recruits coming in. that like and subscribe button. Catch all this content I'm gonna be dropping for the new year. Abilities. There we go. Alright. Let's check out our schedule here. Man, that loss, and they 4-3 now. That loss really sucks. Jeez. But we went on a 0.7 points. Then we got Penn and number 9 Michigan State. But we beat the number 2 and the number 16. State and continue on there. Alright, let's do it. So let's send to that next week. Ooh, another recruit. Let's go. 5-star right guard from Pinkerton, Ohio. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Another Pinkerton, Ohio. Alright, that should have jumped us up to at least number 2, right? They're ranked at 4-3? Wait a minute. They're ranked at 4-3. So who did they beat? Nevada. They got smacked by Oregon. Smacked by Northwestern. So how are they ranked? Is this to help my case? I'm so confused here. Chat. How is a 4-3, 1-3 in the Big Ten Penn State team ranked 25 after getting smacked by Oregon, smacked by Northwestern, only losing by 3 to Iowa, and didn't beat anybody but alright, whatever. That's weird. Okay. So this top 25 looking like number 3. Tech is going on a run, huh? Okay. Recruits looking like. Started. I'll do this in a second. We got Penn State at home, baby. You know what jerseys we bringing out, baby. You know what we bringing out, baby. All Black Jones.
Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in the... Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. as we'll see the number 25 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started.
Could at least get the snow.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Penn State's offense will start this game off. Every time these two meet, it feels huge. It was that way last year, Ohio State going into Happy Valley. But the script rarely seems to deviate. Penn State never seems to find a way to be able to beat the Buckeyes.
No, and this one went right down to the wire last year, too, David. Remember that? Penn State had the ball down on Ohio State's 1-yard line in the fourth quarter. A little bit of time left. They go incomplete. They're stopped. Then Ohio State just milked it. They kept the ball for 11 plays and walked out with the dub.
And the good thing is, by watching this game today, you're going to see some weird stuff. Last year, you remember you saw turnovers inside the 5-yard line. Something always happens in this matchup, but Penn State...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the grab. It's Ross. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Block.
Wants to bring it back. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So Ohio State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
What a play call.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Peoples. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. themselves down 7-0. Then we'll have to get a drive going here. Takes it on the shovel. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sweet cut there. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Nittany Lions will put it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back gets the give. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's...
There he goes! He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Slings it downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The option look. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Oh,
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way.
that was good defense. I didn't expect him to get that
Nittany
fast.
Lions. This defense making a
He
big
was.
play and putting it in the...
That was good defense because he was on Ennis, which made me come off of Ennis. So yeah, that's what messed me up. That was good defense.
And they come up with a huge pick
That was like
six,
user
and
D
that
right
is
here.
one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Hold and fire complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. He's too Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In there.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Tate. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Who thinks this play gonna work?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
They're gonna be a man, so let's see. Got him.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. Crosses midfield.
Chad.
Inside the 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Oh, they're not even gonna let me.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
All right. Be right back, Chad. Gotta get this order. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. 1 second. 1 second. back, chat. We back. My bad. Had to step away for a second. All right, here we go. We got the ball back.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way.
We all take that walk back. What's going on? Oh God, what's the time?
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
What was that?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pressure coming, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that turning it on. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Aller. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There might actually be pressure. You have to get in the end zone when the drive starts 1st and goal from the 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Oh, and the attempt is no good. It's still a three-point game after the miss.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, to give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half.
Not.
And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Still 2 quarters to go in this incredible regional showdown between two of the winningest programs in football.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Lost a fire on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes...
That was a dime, too. That was a duck. And they had me going different ways. That was a duck. Give me that. He was wide open from the jump. Just had to throw it.
So easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's go.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires it. Complete to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep, and these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time.
Heading to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's
Just 'cause
so
I got that
underrated.
pass
The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Quick pass on the jet motion. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Making side adjustments here. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard zone, and they have their eyes on the score. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero covers, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Let's go, Chad. Let's go.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is a drive and a score.
For any of you non-believers, for any of you non-believers, let's go.
Absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The corners are walked up tight. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Allen. Running into the open space.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Allen. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here comes the heat. And the defense is not fooled. That trick play blown up. Couldn't get the pass off, and they are fortunate the football didn't come loose. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be fourth down.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last third down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on fourth down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air.
Let's go. Good team.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there.
Let's go, Chad.
Motion from the wideout. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got them on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Man, the punt return team needed points. That's exactly what they didn't need.
That's what happened? Oh, yeah, let's go. We needed that. Oh, yeah, touchdown. Let's go. Let's go.
The football back now in the 4th quarter losing. Man, oh, man, you just made things really, really tough on all your other units by that big-time boneheaded play.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Allard. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man, it's Hudson. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Has to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now In passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Pena. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Aller. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
They cannot score.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Back to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Let's go, Chad.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, but they've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
What a game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's go, Chad. Let me see. What is doing? 10 for 17, 205, 3 touchdown, 1 interception. And our running game is looking terrible. I let Bo take the day off. JJ. For our boy Cornell, they got our boy Lance. JJ always going off, so here that is. Let's go, chat. Let's go, big dubs in chat. Let's go, dubs. I did my recruiting and everything. I'll look at this in a little bit. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Be on the lookout for the new videos dropping today and tomorrow. And yeah, man, I hope you all have a great New Year's. Great New Year's. Great New Year, not New Year's. New Year. But till then.